Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, click subscribe and ring that bell so you can get notifications from my channel. So moving today, we do have a special Shein haul. So it's a light Shein haul, it's not too complicated, and I'm sorry, I've been gone for a while, been sick, and trying to transition into moving as well out of state. So it's a lot going on. But I do hope you enjoy this video. Sorry it took long as well. The packages came in 3 different sets due to, of course, the new tariff. But moving on, for the first, we have 3 press-on nails. While I haven't really bought press-on nails in a while, I decided to buy the AI printed ones. Now, for this one here, for the first one, this is different. I really haven't or ever received any nails that you have to, separate or pull off as a tab. Now they were really pretty, and as you can see in the photo, um, it's a little bit different. It looks like a little bit more translucent as far as the nail, the nude part. And this has the gold flakes. So the green was supposed to be deeper, but then also had like a ombre gel to it. So it looks like more of a deep green that's just a regular nail polish. So it did also come with the filer, the small little filers and the sticky tabs. I don't typically use these things. It's complicated for me because every time I try to pull the sticky tab away from the other plastic part, it messes up the entire sticky tab. And then when I put it on my finger, it just, yeah, it doesn't work for me. So this is it right here. So I do believe this is the biggest nail going down to the small. It looks like they snapped it in half just by looking at it, just to fit it in the bag. So it's shiny. It's a shiny coat, very thin, but it's something like to put on quick if you need to go to like a last minute dinner, last minute event, those kind of things. And I do believe it's 24 pieces as well. So I usually set these to the side because it's just, I have a big old bag, Ziploc bag full of these things because I don't use it. But it does come in handy when I do my press-on nails, my custom press-on nails. And you can check that out on my Instagram page as well. But yeah, so these were okay for me. I think these were the best ones out of the 3 sets that I bought out of this order. And I'm starting to like smaller nails now. I went and had my spree for the long XL 3X nails, but I'm doing my press-ons though for those. So moving on to the next one here. I was very disappointed in this one. Because of the AI, if you can see from the picture, it is gorgeous. It is really beautiful. Like, I was just like, yes, like AI, beautiful art. And then it's just creating it, and it's just like, what happened? So I was like, I hope, and I was really looking forward to these nails. Now when you look at them, it looks like they just printed it out, popped them, like a hole puncher basically, and molded it. So if you look at the photos, it is somewhat, but the moon charm, it's supposed to be a moon charm on there, and it doesn't look quite the same. It looks more to me like a Japanese art instead of like a moon charm. So that's what I was hoping to go with, but this was pretty disappointing for me. I mean, I might try to recreate my own or try to remix this now, or I just might paint over it and make something else out of it. I don't know, but I'm just not too fond of it. I mean, I love the colors, and as you can see on the AI photo, the colors are beautiful. Like, it's beautiful, but it's just like, yeah, China. When you think of China, you think of like, the 99-cent store, of course. But I can't be mad. It's cheap. It's still the same as any other press-on, quick and easy. But it's not like, it's with nails, when it comes to nails, you're the one that's going to be constantly looking at it. People will look at it and be like, oh, those are beautiful, but they're not going to be like looking at your hand for a whole hour and saying, looking at every detail. So I mean, these were okay. At least they tried, but I just wish they would have been differently. At least try to add the charms like they do the other 24 nail plates, that when they do like recreate somebody else's work. But I guess it's different. um but yeah, it comes with the little sticky tabs and the nail filer. The box is a little busted up, but it's okay. I think I'm just not gonna, you know, order any type of press-ons for a while, especially the AIR. Even though they're beautiful, you can expect not to get the same in return. This is the same thing. Another disappointment, but it's okay. Hey, um, what can I do, right? Because of the picture, looking at the picture, and then looking at the moon on the nail. Oh my gosh. Just I wanted that moon to show because it was so beautiful. You have all this beautiful artwork, and it's just like a hole puncher. You know, you punch it, but you punch it anywhere. You can get anything, right? Especially if you're doing with like some kind of symmetrical or pattern when you're doing a hole puncher. It does come with 24 nails. It's the same thing, almond shape. I'm just probably gonna more than likely give this away. I should do a giveaway, but I mean, I don't know who would want these. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. The colors, I love it. Soft to deep blue, very beautiful, but it's just the artwork that I was anticipating it for to be on the nail wasn't what I expected. So yeah, I probably give these away. Probably give the other one away too as well. I'm not sure. And to be honest, I have so many press-on nails that I have not worn, and I might just do a giveaway. So stay tuned on that. All right, so moving forward to the next one. So I've gotten out the press-ons. So I'm here. I'm getting ready to do the nail haul. The items that I got for my nails, which I'm so excited. Okay, so for the first item up here, I needed new rhinestone glue, so I bought this. They came in a twin pack. So as you see on the photos, it was something different than I usually get. I usually had the smaller tube. It was the black tube. And it had a pink label. Those were the ones that I were normally using, but this I wanted to try because it was different, and because when you open it, the top part has a needle to it to where you can pull it, and you can put it back in, so that way it won't clog up, which was an issue I was having with my previous rhinestone glue. So hopefully this product is just the same, because when you get different products, it's not what you normally work with. So hopefully this is even stronger, or just the same. But I'm loving it. I can't wait to use it, and it feels like it's a lot in there. Of course, the Chinese writing, you can't really tell how many grams are in it, but it feels heavy, and I'm glad I got 2 of these. So I can't wait to use these. I'm almost out of my regular rhinestone glue, so I'm looking forward to these. So moving on to the next item here. Now I have been experimenting, or well, getting ready to start to experiment with polygel. So I decided to get me the Model 1 slip solution, because the polygel can be sticky, and I hate when it sticks to your brush, and majority of the product stays on the brush rather than on the nail. So I figured I'd go ahead and grab this item to see how it will work. So far so good. I actually used it on a set of press-on nails that I did previously, and I love it. It's just the fact that you have to keep dipping the brush in there in the solution, but it does work. So I figured this would be a good buy for me, especially for beginners who's doing polygel. Now, it actually came with another tool. So it's two-sided. The first side is like the brush, which I love because it's the way that I need it as far as curved like. And then on the bottom, it looks like it is like a mixer or a like poly gel scraper. um I thought it was for your cuticles, but no, I mean, you can try, but I'm not sure that's exactly what it's for. It looks like more of pulling the poly gel or scraping the poly gel and then applying it to your nail, then using the brush to go ahead and, work the poly gel. So I just now figured that out. So that's what I should have been doing when I first applied my polygel the first time I used this product. But overall, this is really good. And as you take a look on the photo, it's very cheap, very affordable. And the only thing about it for me is with ordering with Shein is you get the exact products. However, is cheap, but it's just because of the new tariff things. It takes a while. Also, it can come like one order can come in like 3-4 different type of packages. Some orders you'll get coming from the warehouse or overseas, but overall I love the product. So this one next here, I have this for my current nail set. Now I went ahead and did a black undertone for it, but it's very cute. It was more of a purple for this gel, cat eye gel, and I actually love it. I should have just done it without any undercoat for the black or white, but I should have just used it regularly. I also have another set that's coming around. It's supposed to be like the guava set, so I can't wait for that. But this one here is a beautiful color. It's gorgeous. I cannot wait to open this, so let's get right to it. Now before I open it, so it is a heavy glass set and it's 15 milliliters, or yeah, I believe. But look at this. Oh my gosh, like the purple itself, like I don't know what it is. It is so shimmery. And then look at it. You can tell, and I hate it because the video isn't really good. Like the video quality, it's always better in person. Now you can see a little pink with a little bit of purple in it. I really wish you guys can really see it in person. So I'm so sorry the quality is bad, but oh my goodness, if you look at the pictures up as far as the screenshot I have for you, it doesn't know justice. So this is my first time actually getting a cat eye from this brand. I'm not gonna even try to say the name because I know I'm gonna mess it up, but it's beautiful. The quality and the amount that you get, I mean, it's well worth your money. So moving on to the next one, I actually needed a pair of these for my UV light. So it's the gloves with the cut off tips, and kind of reminds me of like the old homeless mittens, like back in the day. Like if you're my age, and I'm not gonna say it, lol, but back in the 80s and 90s, people would use or have gloves that had the tips cut off. So I don't know if they're still using it today, but this was actually a really good quality. I was surprised by it because I thought it was gonna be a lot thinner, but it's quite thick and it's very suitable. I mean, it's stretchy. The material, I think it's polyester, and it fits really well. So I do believe it's like one size, which is really good. Of course, you can use these for your clients or just yourself if you're just an artist, not a tech. But look how it fits. It's just like one of those. It reminds me of those old school like gloves from like Madonna when she was like Material Girl. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But yeah, that's how it fits. You can pull it up a little bit. I thought it was a really good quality. Not bad at all. If you're needing a pair of these, I advise you to go ahead and get you or grab you 1 or 2 or 50 if you need so. But yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, it's doable for me. I just want to, especially people with sensitive skin, or just like very sensitive to the UV LED light. And it's really easy to come off. I'm not sure about like cleaning or washing. I didn't really read the directions, but it's a very fairly good quality for the price as well. All right, now moving on to the next items. They're gonna be my nails. I'm done with the nail products, but these are now more of my charms I have bought in. So these here are the butterflies. Now I do believe they are more like for a necklace charm, not really technically for your nail. But I still bought them, you know, to improvise or even attach it to like a link, little small chain link at the end of the nail. You know how they're doing that, which I thought it was really cute and pretty. They have different colors. It's more like a light metal for the frame, but I thought the colors were very beautiful, something different. As you can see, the little loop right there on the butterfly, and they comes with with different colors, not all the same. So I thought that was, you know, pretty cute, especially with different colors. I'm just trying to really get more into experimenting with colors, not just like the traditional. I'm more into trying to experiment with pastel colors, trying to incorporate different patterns as well. Try to get it a different feel, come up with something different. I think being an artist, that's the important thing, is just to come up with different styles. You know, it doesn't have to be the same all the time, and there's nothing wrong with trending. But me, I'm more of a visionary where I would love to see different patterns. It's like different recipes in the kitchen. You know, you don't want something the same all the time. You want something different. But I think I'm gonna try to incorporate these with like a different type of pattern. So we'll see how that goes. I have so much other charms I want to experiment with too. If you've seen from my previous videos, on my channel. And it's very inexpensive too. So if you look at the screenshot, it didn't cost me much. I try to stay in my budget between like $1.50 and $2 being the max. So moving on to the next set of charms I have here. I think these are rhinestones. I don't know what it is, but I've been hooked on rhinestones on so much lately. It's just the bling, the shine. I've always been a bling girl. Anything that catches my eye, like it cannot be the normal or the usual. I'm like, if it speaks to me, it speaks to me, and bling and shiny and, you know, rhinestones, they speak to me. They shine, you know, shine bright like a diamond. And when it shines bright, it blinds and it catches your attention. But anyways, like these are very beautiful. Oh my goodness, I could not wait to get these in, because I'm like, I don't know what kind of set I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna do it. And I was thinking about doing like XL or like a 5XL with nothing but charms on it, or rhinestones really, just to see the blinginess of the nail. And they all, well, this set here comes with different sizes. Some are medium, some are large. They didn't really have any small, and look how it shines. Like, yo, really? It looks like a real set of diamonds. I just love rhinestones. Love them. How could you not? Well, I mean, if you're not really into this blinginess and attractiveness, that's fine. Everyone has their own taste, to each its own. You know, if you love it, I like it. But look at that. It is beautiful. Like, and if you can see it, it doesn't do any justice, especially if you've already had rhinestones on your nails before and you know it's different on video, and you're trying to get it when you post it on social media, how it just doesn't shine and bling like it's supposed to in real life, trying to post it, you know. But I did get a good amount on the rhinestones, and it looks like I have some hint of yellow, some hint of pink, and maybe some hint of, like moon shine, which I thought was really cute. Now moving on to the next item here. I really needed this, and I was surprised that it actually came with a tool, and I hurried up and grabbed this one instead. Now, mind you, it didn't come with a lot of the little balls that I thought it was going to come with, but it did last me. When I say last, because I recently did my nails and I used the last of the smallest for like my rhinestone, had to cage it in like a ring. So this is a powerful tool. When I tell you this is a powerful tool, this thing is so magnetic, you guys. But I am so surprised, and I'm glad it did come with this. It's just like I feel like it's the most powerful magnet picker ever. Like, I used it on my nail and it clumped up, and it's just like, okay, it grabbed nearly all of them. So I'm gonna show it to you. So let me see which one I want to pop open first. Now, I just hate how you don't get too much. You see, you can tell it's like just a little bit. It doesn't even cover up the bottom of the container. At least you would think, but hey, you get what you pay for, right? So I got the gold and I got the silver. So trying to pick one up, it's not gonna work. You're gonna look at that all at one time. I don't see how people, I don't know, they must have a technique. I was just trying to pick up one or two maybe, but and then it's so hard. You see me? I'm just trying to, I can't detach it from that. It is so hard. So I don't see how you guys, when you guys pick this up and actually put it on the nail, like how it actually detaches from the magnet puller onto the nail. Like, it doesn't work for me at all. Like, even on that, like, it's just crazy. I did it and I was like, the balls went everywhere. But I find this very good. I love the product. The overall quality is more than what I thought it would be. Especially the balls. Like, I didn't know that it's gonna be solid. I thought it was gonna be like cheap and rubbery or like plastic. But it's actually pretty good. Just also keep in mind, when you deal with like the fake gold, you want to cover it up on top coat at least, to try to keep that gold color on the ball when you like put it on your nails, because of course you got to wash your hands and it changes color, I think, to more of a copper. But overall, I love this product. I've already used it and I would recommend it if someone wants to purchase this item. However, just be mindful of the magnet puller. It's like harder than pulling tape. Moving on, this item here is a bit that I needed. I was actually looking at all the videos. I do watch videos. I do subscribe to other people's videos. But I was looking at this and I've noticed how some people use it for the Russian manicure, and I'm actually up on that because my mom, she used to do like the best Russian manicures, like when back in the 90s, and I used to love it because I was just like, it is so clean and neat. But she never had any of the bits, or she never used any nail tech supplies. She always used it with the nippers and nail filer. That was it. So I thought, like, because my cuticle is pretty different, like it's on, and I don't know how to explain it. When I cut my cuticle, it's like a little rough, it's dry, and it always ends up cutting, the little skin that flaps up. So I thought this would be a good idea to trim, or at least I don't know how to really use this, so I'm gonna look it up. But I guess to smooth out the cuticle skin, you know how when the nippers don't catch all the skin and some of them just flares up and being annoying. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I'm learning, so I'm always up for new, like, teaching me, letting me know exactly what it is. I'm gonna have to look this up, but I just don't know what it's called. That's the thing. But I have seen where they use this particular bit on the cuticle to smooth out the skin. So, but maybe because just by it being a metal, like, it may be not too good of an idea. But this is why we're gonna try it out, right? We're gonna do this to figure it out together, hopefully, and that is what it's for, as I'm trying to demonstrate it. But I this is a really good sturdy quality. Now moving forward to the next one here, so it's another bit. Now this is supposed to be sanding your cuticle down, I believe. Again, I'm not sure, don't have the name for it, but I will try to do my best to research it to let you guys know exactly what it is. Now, because it's like, it looks like it's a soft bit, but if you see the photos, this thing is actually a lot bigger than what it shows. And I'm just like, am I sand bedding like the whole nail, like finger and everything? Like, you see how it is? It's supposed to, I guess, sand your cuticles down a little bit. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not a nail tech, I'm a nail artist, so I'm not quite there yet. But the quality of this thing, it's really good. The metal is good. It's softer than a sandpaper, I guess you want to say, like the regular filers. It's more of a styrofoam in a sense, like one of those styrofoams you use to make your projects, you know, that you did with trying to make the planets and everything, but it's a little bit of a softer version. Now let me show you like what it's, ooh, forgive my hand, I don't even know what that is, but anyways, so you see it looks like it's like a real hard sandy bed, but it's not. It really has a cushion to it. And then what it does, if you could see it, it's supposed to smooth out the edges. I see a lot of people, you know, use different sanding bits, or bits really in that matter, to take off or remove the cuticles. So I guess it's whatever works for you. But I'm gonna try this out just to see how it will work for me. I see a lot of people use baby powder to kind of soften and keep your cuticles from drying out, like crackling, I believe. But I don't know. We'll see how this tool works. I'm trying to try different bits, see which works for me for my nails. You know, I'd rather do it on myself first than to somebody else's. Now these here are charms. I thought these were really cute and they were pretty cheap. Even though it came with like 3, so it's like 33 in each. They're different colors. The majority are blue. The bottom one has the pink hearts. I thought it was different because it was silver. I'm always used to getting the gold metal, and I wanted something different. Silver, you know, seems to go with a lot of colors too. These are the most recent ones that I've got that actually came in a container. The ones that I usually buy, they're in the little plastic package. And I love this because it actually dangles. I've been seeing a lot of charms and a lot of videos who, the content creator, they have dangles, like especially the Asian influencers, and the way they make their nails are beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's different. It's not like the typical nail Frenchy pink. It's different colors. You have the cat eye, of course, and then the dangles, the jewelry, the chains. So it's different, but all of them are different. Not all of them have the dangling part to it. This here looks like a ribbon with like a sapphire type of gem. It's, of course, it's a very, very durable metal. And I haven't had an issue with any of the charms as far as on a metal to come out or pop out. With the rhinestones as well, I have had where I've gotten it looks like a moon with the rings going around it on the metal, where it popped off already when I received it. But as far as me having it and popping off while I have it on my nail, it never happened. um, so I really think the quality for these charms are really good, especially for the price. You cannot beat it. And with everything going on with the tariff, I think I'm gonna stick to Shein, even though it's gonna take a while and it has to either come across the water and everything. That's fine with me. I'm a very patient person. And I love this charm here too, because it's a heart shape, but it has those ridges going around it, and it's like a soft pink. And I'm trying to get a grip on this one, so I believe this is a star. I'm trying to get it to focus right, but you see here, like, I'm debating, because the reason why is I'm going more to short nails than long nails. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my long nails, but short to me, the short nails are in season. I love the way that you can make it elegantly look so beautiful. With the long nails, they're cute. You can make some elegant if you know what you're doing, if you know the creativity you're bringing in. And I love all kinds of designs. They're beautiful, but just me, the smaller nails, to me, I can do a little bit more of an elegant job. Just me. That's my, on my end. But I have seen some long 5X nails that are elegant as well. So this is a whole collection here. I hope you enjoyed this. So if you're looking at the screenshot how much I paid for it, I'm not sure if it's still available. So moving on to the next item here. And I'm so excited. These are my rhinestones. Now, from the beginning of the video and previous, rhinestones. It's just the glistening of these rhinestones that just captures anyone's eye. Anything shiny. These three are different. They have accents to them. So I wanted to grab these because they are beautiful and the detail them is exquisite, as you can see. So I had it focused here for a while so you guys can actually look and just in detail see the colors that are in the different sets. Now, I wanted to do the third set because I loved it. For some reason, the green, the purple, and the accent of like a light purple was beautiful. So this first one here, you can see it has like a light ocean blue with orange, gold, very cute, elegant, and something that I would do. I just don't know exactly how I would utilize these gems. Of course, these three, they come in different sizes. I think it's 4 or 5 different sizes, which is, I love them. I just have to give me a container because I know once I open this up, I cannot close it back up like a Ziploc bag. So as you can see, compared to the other one, it has gold in it too, but it's more like a slightly lighter gold with the little moon shine to it, the little blue. I thought it's very exquisite, beautiful, like me, honestly, when I received it, I was just excited. This was actually the one of the items I was really just so ecstatic about. Just couldn't wait to get it. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just trying to figure out what I can do as far as a design. I wanted to do like an all gemstone rhinestone nail, but I don't want it to be too tacky. It's just my taste. But all of these though, the three, they're beautiful. Like this one here, look, it's softer than the first one, but you still have a deep blue. It looks like it may be like a little bit of peach in it, and I thought it was rare. Like these gemstones are rare, and I think I'm gonna get some more. I have like the whole collection, so if you can see here, they go out and sell out really easy, but they do restock, which is a good thing. You really can't go wrong with these items. Like you have different sizes. That's the thing that gets me like interested, is because it's a different set of shapes. And then it's just the translucent coloring, the different colors, so that way you can try to get it to where it's you can play with it with different colors. Now this packet itself is gorgeous to me, so it reminds me of Mardi Gras. I don't know if some of you are familiar with it, but it is like it's basically a celebration for feasting and partying before the Ash Wednesday. Now, it reminds me of this colors. Like, if you ever been to New Orleans, you would see how much fun and exciting it is with the different floats, the beads. So that's what I kind of got on here, because it has like a light purple, then a dark blue, navy blue, and green in this rhinestone, and I love it. Now I was so upset because the way that I did my nails now, they don't have this rhinestone, but I am sure to do it probably on the next one, because look at this, it's so gorgeous. It's I don't know, it's just captivating to me. The lighting, like if you can only see it in the lighting, so the packaging is not holding it to its high regards as far as the light shimmering and the shining to it. But this is what it really reminds me of, is Mardi Gras. And of course, I've been in that area. If you guys ever been down in New Orleans or in that area, you know what I mean. Those who haven't, you should take a trip, but it only happens for like one day. I learned my lesson on trying to go party the day after, and it didn't work. There was nobody out there. But these are my three rhinestones that I bought that I was particularly happy about and I was excited to get. I do have some more that I mailed out to my sister's address, since I'm currently in the process of moving, but I'll also do a review on those as well. Now moving on to the next one. So has with the trending, so I've decided to get to, well, there's a couple of, I think four um, nails that I wanted to do, gel X nails or gel nails, however you want to put it or call it. I don't know. Tips, gel tips. So this one here is, I'm going in with the duck nails. So I wanted short duck nails. At first, I wasn't really too keen on the duck nails, but then I started to see cute little smaller ones instead of the real long duck nails. Now, I was just like, okay, and you can do little cute rhinestones on there, and it doesn't have to be too much. So it took me a while to get comfortable and get into the duck nail world, or category or trend, however you want to put it. But these are small, these are perfect. I can file it down, and it to me, the durability is really good. I do plan to, of course, use gels, and it lines up with my cuticles really well. And of course, I'm learning how to file the cuticle bed down to kind of emerge with my nail. But you see how these are? These are small, very cute. It's not too much, doesn't flare out too much. I don't want it to where it's like it really looks like duck feet on my fingers. So I'm not trying to do that, but it's really, I love the quality. It is really nice. It comes with several different sizes as well as a good amount. Again, I'm not I'm gonna use this for myself and of course for press on nails. So hopefully I'll get that going again. I have been doing a little bit of press on nails and selling my products, but of course, you know, when you go to doing business, you market and you're trying to push your products out there. So I'm just trying these out first before I kind of move into putting it into my use, because of course I want to check out my merchandise first before I try to sell it to someone else. Being in a customer service for more than 20 years, you tend to know and try to keep your customers. And that's another thing about it too. When you do have your own small business, you want to keep your customers happy. Now, the next set of nails I have is the Raptor claw nails. That's what I like to call them, because of course these look like dinosaur claws. And I wanted to try it. I'm not a big fan because the way it just protrudes out of your nail, the way it looks like it's protruding out of your finger, doesn't look too, I don't know, like it's different. So that's why I'm trying it. But it just doesn't look right. I don't know. But you guys let me know in the comments below on how you feel about these nail claws. And I've seen a recent influencer who did these, and I was typically trying to see if I can do this too as well. So try to use the poly gel for these. It's kind of like a lazy girl hack, you know, when you just don't want to put the tips on. The poly gel, to me, they're like the easy go-to setup. Like, go ahead, place the poly gel in there, put the dehydrator and primer, whatever it is you do, then put the nail on there, UV light it up, and just click the nail off or pop the nail off and file it down, and voila, you got you a nail. So as you can see here, I'm trying to get it to where it's like, do I put it on like this, like to the top of, like from my whole entire nail bed, or do I lift it up a little bit? So that's why I was gonna go ahead and just try it with polygel first, just to see how it works. It's more of a trial and error for me at this time, because you know, you have that high the high nail bed. So like as you can see here, it's yeah. So I'm gonna play with it, toy with it, try to experiment with it, see how it goes. But it's actually really good product. It is very sturdy in a sense. Like it's not, it's bendable, but it's not bendable like where it just snaps in half. No, like this is very good for the product and the price. So moving on to the next item here. So this is actually, it looks like door hinges. I bought it because I seen an influencer who used this before, kind of like a locket nail, which is different, and it would be nice to try it out. I seen a lot of girls, they do the aqua nails, which is fine. I love them. I did a set of Mardi Gras aqua nails, which turned out really cute. But this here, I wanted to try a locket, something different from like the Bridgerton series. I don't know if you guys have seen on Netflix, and might I just add, from the decor to the patterns to the colors that they have on there, as well as like the costumes for the clothing of the characters, like really brought it out. I love the entire series. I'm barely on second season, but I love it. So I'm thinking about doing that, like it's 1800s century locket, to try to toy and see and get the little bit of from that era, to see how that goes. But it also came with nails, as you can see here. Of course I'm not going to be using these nails. I just might use it for charms or something, but other than that, they look cute. I mean, they look like door hinges. Very cute. Very sturdy. It's a metal, it's not plastic, including the nails. So the quality is good, so you'll get your money's worth. These things were very pointy as far as the nail, and it had a hole. So it came out the bag, so all those charms ended up spilling everywhere. But to the next item. So this is something that I really needed for myself. So I thought it was going to be, the material is going to be cloth, but of course it's not a lot that's cloth. It's coming from Asia. It's more polyester and synthetic, um, versus cotton, of course. So was really thin. Um, it's an apron for my when I do my nails, and it says "but first nails" with that hand nail drill, as you can see on the photo. So in the photo, it looks more um, thicker, durable. This will probably last for, I don't know, maybe a couple months. I don't think, because the string is so thin too, and of course with the hems, it probably tears easily. And of course, if I'm gonna use this on myself, more than likely I'll probably end up getting a new one, because knowing me, I definitely get into it when I'm doing my nails. So I'm constantly wiping stuff on me, or the nail, or if I don't have like anything in hand, of course I'll probably spill some nail polish or gel, or you know, I mean, it's just like being an artiste. But yeah, that's what it says. But first, nails, which I love, because of course, every nails first. You gotta have your nails done. Well, me personally, I have to have my nails done. I don't have to have no makeup on. I don't have to have my hair done. I can put it up in a bun or in a clip. But as long as my nails are looking good, hey, I'm all right. But speaking, of course, the um, the necktie is really thin. I wish it had pockets. That would have been nice. But I guess this would work for starters, until I do decide to upgrade. So that is this for the, and it's pretty long too. So it's real long. It goes to somewhat mid length of my thigh. So it's pretty good. So moving on to the next item here. Of course, I had to get me my 5XL nails. So this one here, I do believe it's a ballerina. And as you can see, you get plenty. And these, when I tell you these are long claws. Now, I love me some long nails. Don't get me wrong. But I have the most difficult times trying to do tasks. Like when I have my nails, I can't cut my vegetables right. I can't. It trying to chop it up into pieces is not gonna work. But this here, I love it. The material very sturdy. It's I think, to me, honestly, is the best as far as the gel tips. I like the full color gel tips. I think I'm gonna start buying the ones where you just put it on the tip of your nails, but I'm still trying to figure out the acrylic. Um, I know you can use it with polygel as well, but for starters, like I'm more comfortable with the full cover. And look how beautiful that is. Um, it is super long, so I'm gonna just try one out real quick. And I thought I had some long nails that were longer than this, but no, this is the longest. Like, look at this. And then if you were to try to use it for just like tips instead of the whole finger, that's fine. It'll be even longer. But look at that. Oh my goodness, do you know how many kawaii charms and rhinestones I can fit in just on one nail? Oh my goodness, that's like a field day for me. But it's long. I think I'm gonna rest off on long nails for myself um, until after my birthday. But I think these are wonderful. These are really good, to be honest, if you're wanting to do aqua nails. Now, I started a project on aqua nails for a casino theme, so that's in the works. So just stay tuned and you will see the results. But I think the longer the nails, the better the aqua nails, because I love the way it just, you know, um, the little pieces, it floats up and down. You got that area, the little space for it to move up and down. So these are really good for aqua nails. And to me, these are really affordable. I plan on staying with Shein for a while until the nail store actually does reduce their prices, because for a case like this can run you between 20 to 25, maybe $30, especially with the price going up now for them to get it through customs by themselves. So that's another thing. I rather do it through Shein. I'd wait than have to pay extra knowing that I have other bills and the economy prices have gone up. So you see, I can test. Look at the pinky. The pinky is long. That is super long. You can, I believe you can take somebody out with this. I mean, it's another reason why I love long nails. Like, try me. These are going in deep in your eye hole. No, but I'm not gonna go that far. But hey, it's a good protection until you hit your finger against the wall. Not on purpose either. Oh, I did that when I first had my long set of nails, and it just killed me. It hit the back, the nail hit my bed frame. And when I tell you, my thumb was throbbing for 2 days straight. Anywho, now let's move on and focus to the next item here. So it's another set of nails. It's somewhat the same brand, but it is actually a wider tip, so it's squared. And I actually like these because it's squared. It's not ballerina. And you know how some of the nails, they're like, it's squared, but it looks more of the ballerina tip. So I love these because I like my wide nails, my wide square nails. But these are super long, super long, and I love it. You cannot beat the price, especially for this. Like, if you were to go to any nail shop anywhere, it's probably, well, the cheapest that I've seen was like $15. But with this entire set, because the quantity that you get, you'll probably pay from roughly $25 to $35, somewhere in between there. But I love it. And some of these nail shops be trying to scheme you. They were doing too much on one nail shop, and I was just like, no. Some of them, they be just naming prices out of nowhere. So again, with this nail, you can either push it back to your cuticles, or you can place it towards your nail tip. Try to give it that extra length. I don't know why, but it's just not me. I see a lot of nail techs and nail artists. They would use the long nail tips and then cut it down. Me personally, I'm not a wasteful person. I like to just go ahead and, use the length that I need to use, that I want to use. So I guess that's just me personally. Everyone has their own preference and their own comfortable way, so I'm not judging, but I'm just speaking on my behalf, because I can't let a long nail like this go to waste. Like, do you know how much I can add stickers, all types of art, chrome, just charms, rhinestones. It's like anything you can think of. This is like, how you put it, 100 by 80 canvas in the nail industry, I guess you can say. But I've also seen those other nails where they have done overseas in other countries, where they actually implement like more 3D art. That's way out there, and I'm into that too. I love it. It's different, it's opening doors to just the regular paint and you're putting more into that. All right, so that one was that. That was the last set that I had for the nail tips that I purchased. So the next item I have here is my new UV LED light. The one I originally had when I first started making these videos kind of worn out a little bit, and it got a little messy, so it's not more to the hygienic standard for me. I completely wore it out. I mean, it's still good, but I gotta check to see how I can clean it up and remove some of that gel polish that's in there. Of course, we'll see. But I actually love this because it's a little bit different. It does come with instructions. I do believe in multiple different languages, not just English. So that's helpful when I'm. So let me go ahead and open this bad baby up. And it comes wrapped in a thin styrofoam cloth type to kind of keep it from, of course, being damaged. But this here, it is different from the one I originally had because it actually has 4 different settings: 10, 30, 60, and 99, or low heat. And you don't have to necessarily put that on the timing. You can just place your hand in there and it turns off by itself. It has a cute little handle, the gold part, which is really cute. That's the inside. Of course, it comes with the plug, the adapter for it to be plugged in. Now this adapter, it's somewhat the same as my old LED light. So I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm just gonna go ahead and just show you guys how it is, and then probably from one of my videos or future videos I'll let you know how I did as far as locking in my gel nails. This is actually a little bit bigger than the one I originally got. It was more on a cheaper side, if you want to call it that, because I was just starting out and I just wanted to know how it went through as far as the basic. And as you can see, the inside, this one's actually a little bit different. It has more lighting than the one I had. I had maybe, I say 10 on each from top and bottom as far as the LED light. So hopefully this is a little bit stronger. That's why I bought those gloves as well, just to kind of protect my skin. So let me go ahead and throw this back in there, and so we can move on to the next one. I also have another gel light, well, LED light. So it's actually the pink mini light, where you have the metal that can bend it to any which direction. And I actually love that one because there's a button where you can turn it on and leave it on, so that way if you have to hold the gel nail to your fingernail just to kind of get it to hold there, you can. And and the lighting, I don't know how to change it, but hopefully I won't need a battery. I mean, not a battery, but a light bulb for a while. Now, those also came with instructions on the box too, so sorry for ranting or rambling. So the next item here is the nail dust collector. I wanted something just for me right now at the moment. I don't want nothing big. It's just something to try it out, because doing the press-on nails and my nails trying to file it down with all the dust, it just sits on my desk and it gets everywhere, and having to use my brush to try to remove the dust, and it gets everywhere. So I figured I'd try something small out. It's cheap and right up my alley. I actually love the way that it is designed. So of course, you have the directions, all the manual information you need for the care and making sure you set up right, and it has different languages. So I was trying to view in, but it helps, like the product overview, how to use, tips for safe use, and your maintenance, of course. And I'm glad they actually do have instructions, because the other now LED lamp, I don't believe it came with instructions. It just came in a regular box. It didn't have a picture of it, I don't believe. I gotta go back and check. It's on one of my videos, I think. If not, but I do remember it just being in the brown regular box and taking it out and just being able to set it up, of course, with the adapter. Now, as you can see here, so it is bubble wrapped for the adapter, the plug-in adapter, and then this is the nail dust collector itself. So of course you can see the motor. So I have to turn it over, and it comes with 2 dust collector bags. Now it took me a while to try to figure it out on how to place the dust collector, because I actually thought it was supposed to go over the fan. Now, as you can see, this is actually plastic, like the wrist holder to place your wrist on. It's actually plastic, so it's not soft at all, which I thought it was, to be having a little cushion maybe. But again, like I said, this was going to be for me, to use just for my nails. I will probably transition into a larger one when I start to get my clients in, and of course certified nail tech. But I had to figure it out. I didn't read the manual, even though I'm that type of person. I can be difficult and not want to read instructions, thinking I know it all, and then boom, I done messed something up. But of course, I figured this is what would happen, because you see the arrows on the side. It's like placing it. I thought I had to pop this off, but no. And I was thinking, well, maybe I cover the whole thing up. No. So it's actually, the fan is exposed to the dust, and then you put the dust bag underneath where those arrows are. So this is the reason why I had to pause this video for a little bit, because I had to read the instructions just to double check, make sure I'm not messing anything up. Because me, again, I'm just like, yeah, I know it all, knowing I don't. And that's not, no. So I'll end up messing this up in like the next day or the first time I ever use it. So of course it goes over the fan, just like if you were to put it over your head as a lunch lady. And that's what it actually feels like. It feels like more of a hairnet. But it is thin. It feels like a little cheesecloth, I guess you want to say. But yeah, so that's how it's placed. Then you put the adapter on the plug on the side, and then of course you've seen the switch for the off and on button. So I thought this was really simple, something not too cheap, but enough to grab the dust for my nail, and hopefully it does. If not, I'll let you know how it turns out, because sometimes with the dust collector and this here, you don't know if you have to put your nail like right above it, or you can just sit and keep it a little bit close off, a little inches off. So of course that's where the plug goes through. And it looks a little cheap, if you want to ask me, because look at the electrical line. It's very thin. But we'll see. Hopefully it turns on. I've had issues with Shein previously on nail filers that would not work, would not turn on, would not charge at all, which was bad, because I bought it for like $20+, and that was on one of my videos. But anyways, hopefully this turns out well. Again, like I said, I'm gonna move forward to another box. If you have any recommendations on a dust collector, please tell me on the comments below. Okay, so that is it for the Shein review as far as what I've got. But the next items are coming up from my local nail supply store. And I actually want to do the reviews, because some of the items on here, it's really cheap. So if you're in the Hampton Roads area, like in Virginia, she is located on Armistead Avenue. If you're in Newport News or Hampton, Virginia, this is really cheap. You get 2 of these for $1.99, and I had to grab these. These were gorgeous. The blue ones, like, they have this on Shein, and they have like the 180 pack with the different colors of these cherry charms with the gold metal to it, but it was like $20 something, and right now it's still sitting in my cart because I have yet to try to get it. Of course, with me moving right now, I haven't been able to purchase anything for Shein review or just for my basic nail supplies because of that move. So right now it's just been on pause, but my videos for my nails will continue. But yeah, that was $1.99, so it's $1 each charm, which isn't bad. I mean, they're gorgeous. I'll probably use this on myself, but I have way too many charms. But again, these are cute. gorgeous. There's always like red or pink cherries. Now this, I got 2 syringes for $1.99. Now, like I said, I am working on my 5X nail aqua nails, and I find these very helpful because I'm not too big on the needle tip, for like the metal to where you place your oil in the aqua nails. Kind of seems a little dangerous to me, and me being clumsy, I know I will stab myself at any given moment. But you have the plastic tip, and you have the small syringe, which is durable. I may have to refill it with a 5X nail that I'm doing, but I thought this was very helpful because it's a removable tip. As you can see here, you can actually pop it on the tip, or you can just take it off. So whichever one works for you. As you can see, the hole is not that big at all, and it pops right off if you need to wash it, sanitize it, whatever. And as you can see, the pink top goes part, so you can just easily have that nice non-spillage for your oil or water, whichever liquid you put on your aqua now. So I had to hurry up and grab this, and then I got the price. It's basically 99 cents each. So her supply store is really cheap. And what's so crazy is it's also an animal supply store, which I was just like, that's interesting. But it's been over there for a while, and she has stickers and all kinds of other stuff, but I needed this more, so I decided to pick it up. It was right on time. And they got different colors for the tips, but I decided to get pink because I wanted it. But so this does conclude the end of our video review. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it, as well as going shopping for the items. I hope you'd enjoy this video, and until next time, stay beautiful.